How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. I just wanted to, there's always negative news. I'm never a big fan of watching the news. I haven't been for like the last 4 or 5 years now because it's always something negative, always doing their darndest to keep people in fear. And because of the media, a lot of times people won't even leave their country because they're scared to go anywhere anymore. So I always give kudos to people who actually will leave their home country and say, well, forget what CNN and MSNBC and Fox News is talking about. I'm going to be an adult and make the conscientious decision to go check it out for myself. And more and more people are doing that. And I don't even know why, how a lot of people even still have faith in the media some days. But that's just my personal opinion. But anyways, some positive news, because it's a rarity you ever hear any. The businesses that are actually booming, and there's 14 I'm going to talk about in particular real quick, in the COVID-19 economy. And it's like I said, it's some good news, because if they're booming, then that means people who are working for them, for the most part, are booming. Hopefully, pending that these people can still work for them. Maybe they're working from them on the remote access, or maybe they're out in the field, just taking some extra precautions and things of that nature. So you have companies like Activision, Blizzard, Electronic Arts, and Nintendo, obviously popular video game companies, and obviously most people play their video games on their cell phones, or they're playing them on the computer at home. Video games have taken, since I was a kid, they've gone to a whole nother level nowadays, where you have clubs, you have people making money just playing them online. So people love doing it, and it's a big thing, and I just had to call those specific companies out. Other companies like Clorox Company and Ricket, obviously these are sanitization companies, bleaching companies, and I remember one time they ran out. They couldn't even make any more. I couldn't even make enough at one time, because and then I think there was a little bit of prices went up on certain, because the demand went up. So it's just in demand. A lot of companies were formed during the recession that weren't in existence in today's society, like the Ubers and the Lyfts and the Airbnbs, made it traveling much more conducive and much more convenient for people. You didn't have Uber Eats, you didn't have DoorDash, you didn't have Grubhub, before then. Now you do. And even companies like that, that they've been thriving a lot more because people are staying in more. Staying in is the new going out. And I posted a meme today about, I'm at a point in my life where going out for me is running errands. And that's basically where I'm at right now, because most people are at, because we're in the COVID-19 economy, and it's crazy. Peloton, which makes in-home workout products. Obviously, and I sell in-home workout products on my store, and Clorox products. But yeah, it makes perfect sense that, because if you even went on Amazon or whatnot, the prices of workout gear on any level, from clothing to weights and any sort of item or product that one could utilize to work out from home, because a lot of people, even myself, were working out from home when the first stay-at-home orders took place, and the gyms the physical fitness center gyms had to officially close and whatnot. And luckily they're open now. Hopefully they stay open. But products like that. So if you work for a company like that, if you're selling products like that, for the most part, you're going to be in demand, because that's a lot of people. You have your diehards like myself who like to work out and try to stay physically fit as much as possible. So people are going to do what they have to do. No excuses, just solutions, as I always like to say. Publix and Kroger. Now, I know I've seen them in the South before, in Georgia, and I've seen them in Texas and whatnot. But obviously, any place any grocery store is obviously they're benefiting and whatnot. I mean, heck, I just went to Food Line today, and they've had signs since the beginning of this pandemic saying hiring, now hiring, now hiring. So a grocery store is definitely, they're in demand, and they're going to continuously be in demand, because one thing is for sure, people need food. So they need beverages, they need water, you know what I mean? Unless somebody's living off the farm like people used to do back in the olden days, and you still have people that do that, so more power to them. But for the most part, people need food. So of course, company named Beyond Meats, revenues more than doubled in the first quarter. The company reported on as of last Tuesday, and it made up to 97.1 million and counting and whatnot. So hey, you still have companies that are making it out there. Another company, 3M, said that the virus spurred strong growth for its personal safety products, including gowns and the N95 respirator mask needed by medical professionals. So of course I've sold a lot I've sold a lot of masks and still are. Even created a mask with LarrysAnythingGoes name brand, letting the world know that you rock with the financial intelligence brand. Wayfair and Overstock, okay, they have been thriving during this pandemic. Sales for the most recent quarter actually increased up to almost 20% compared with the same period of last year. Whatnot is because it's an online retailer, and all online retailers, that just makes perfect sense. Slack and Zoom, and even I would imagine StreamYard and Skype, all these online platforms have actually went up in business and whatnot because the digital age was already here, but it definitely increased the more that one saw with the unfortunate pandemic and whatnot. So, and I've been saying it now, and I'll say it probably till the quote unquote things get back to normal. I don't think things will ever really get back to normal. And two, I think more companies are going to utilize these platforms so that they can save more money. And one of my friends told me, hey, the one upside is if they can save more money, then most likely they'll be able to give out either more pay for their workers because they're not worried about leasing commercial spaces, and then two, maybe the workers will get more bonuses at the same time for the people that they will keep. So I think I have no choice but to remain optimistic, and I hope that you all are as well. For me, we really only have 4 months left in this year. You got September, you got October, November, and December. So 2020 for the most part is a wash for most people, and I'm just looking forward to being optimistic about 2021, and I'm hoping that a vaccine is in place on some sort of level. The fear levels have gone down, and more places are able to open up so people can get back to enjoying life a little bit more outside of the house without having fear and without worrying about catching anything. I commend the people who are continuously going on vacations and going on trips, whether they've driven, people who've gone on flights and things of that nature. I just personally commend everybody for trying to be as positive. I actually love seeing those posts because it's like, hey, people are being positive. The ones they're being safe. A buddy of mine, he just got back from Los Angeles and he seems to be okay. He, took his precautions and whatnot, and he enjoyed it. And that's what you have to do. At the end of the day, you got to enjoy life. And, a lot of these companies that I read over, check into them. They've done very well during this pandemic because they have a product that is needed no matter what time of year it is, with a pandemic, without a pandemic. And we know grocery stores are always going to do well because people need to eat to live. So on that note, please do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Check out the Care Bars International family, where we buy gold, we save it, refer others, and we're able to make money moves as a team, because nobody's going to be able to move forward without a team in today's society. Definitely check out the online store, support small businesses. It's always greatly appreciated. Especially thank you guys for the recent Snapchat, Cash App, and PayPal donations I got today. Greatly appreciated, family. Like I said, as always, just do the 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later, and hopefully you have a great day.